Well, hello everybody. I'm going to talk today about a bit of it's not a tough topic, it's just one that takes a lot of thought on your part. And it certainly did with me too. The question is it time to leave your current job, your current position, and why? That's the question. And the answer that swims around our heads, or the thought that swims around our heads, is, what am I going into? And if you're switching into the paralegal field, it may seem like it's an unknown, but you can find out more than you ever dreamed possible by watching a lot of the videos on my YouTube channel, which is called Paralegal Career Mastermind, or on the Facebook page, Paralegal Coffee Talk. The videos are the same videos, but whichever one is more comfortable for you. And take notes while you're watching those videos. You'll get great insight from a 31-year paralegal veteran right here as to some of the barriers you can jump over and what pitfalls to avoid, okay? So here are some questions to ask yourself, especially since we are still going through the pandemic, but in the last 18 months have been pretty darn tough. Before the pandemic, were you happy? Were you happy with your job? More people are leaving their jobs now than possibly ever before. And because of what we've been through, we watched dear friends or loved ones pass away because of COVID. The question is your job fulfilling for you, not just a paycheck? Okay, and I think that's why a lot of people they're giving themselves time to get some clarity about where should I go? What should I do? What am I cut out for? So that was the first question. Before the pandemic, were you happy? Number two, is in your current job, if you're in one right now, is there anything that can be changed to make you happier in that job? What are those things that are the variables for you? The coworkers, are they okay to work with? Your management, or are you management? Are you feeling that this is a place you want to go to every day? And that's what I asked myself about my career, and still ask myself about my career in the legal field. That's the tough question. The top question I ask myself. Am I happy? Do I want to go to work in the morning? Okay. Do I want to get up and sit at that desk and work on those cases? What can you do? This is a big one. To increase your value. I talk about this in a lot of videos, even as a complete newbie to the paralegal field. How do you increase your value? You just up your skill game. You've got to learn new skills. If you're like this with Microsoft Word, that has to change. If you don't know just entry-level Excel, I don't mean even doing formulas. Just how to input data into an Excel spreadsheet. It's so easy, it's ridiculous. So you can go on YouTube and learn how to do all that. PowerPoint. Okay, so become an expert. Become the person that people go to learn how to do things with software like that. That's the foundation. Those are the foundation skills to start. That's your start. Are you unhealthy because of your current position or the one you had? And do you dread going to work? Okay. Is your current job demanding and in your control? You may ask, what 9-to-5 job is ever in our control? Well, if you're looking at the legal field, especially the paralegal field, you are building a career. You're not building a 9-to-5. You will work 8:30 to 5 or 5:30, but you're not building. If you look at it that way, then you are an employee. And you will be an employee, but your mindset has to shift into building a career for you. Not for the attorney, for you. Okay, you're there for the 8 hours and that's all you have to give. Okay? Jobs that are demanding but give you that feeling of accomplishment are, to me, the best. I need to have a lot of things, a lot of different tasks to do every day, but to leave me alone and let me work and do what I know how to do is the best. I don't personally do well with somebody who's a micromanager where they're trying to do my job as well. When there's trust on the attorney's part that paralegal knows his or her stuff, and of course there's the attorney's responsible for your work, that there's checking in with you and all of that, but not where it's taking over your job and you don't feel as if you have any independence or autonomy to do the work. Okay, an extreme micromanager will drive me crazy, yet the attorney has to check in and there should be meetings about the caseload, and I've worked for attorneys who didn't have a clue about that, any of it. And they didn't border on neglecting their cases. They were seriously neglecting their cases. And I ended up being the one holding everything above water. So that's not my happy place. My happy place is working together as a team. What is your happy place? Okay, when you're working in your career, what is that happy place for you? Is your salary anniversary coming up, like your yearly review? Some places do it every January, or your work anniversary coming up, and what are you thinking about that? Are you thinking of, well, I'm planning after I'm in this place for a year, I'm planning on leaving? Then I would start looking 2 to 3 months before that time. Okay, keep that tucked in the back here. And those are the questions, but there's one last one. Are you getting one of the Dollar Tree notebooks and tracking everything that you're learning? Whether it be in your former position, you should have written down projects you worked on where you were a big part of a project, or organization that you were part of, streamlining something. These things should be talked about in an interview, no matter what job you're going into, because that's part of your strengths then. But what are your strengths? And what are your skills? You've got to take the time to write that down. For your strengths, you just put a line down the middle of the page and put strengths and what I need to improve on in the second column. For your skills, the skills that you already possess in the left column, the right column, skills you need to acquire. Okay? So use that notebook. I go through these notebooks like crazy, especially when I'm trying to think of topics for you all. This idea for this video came from an article that I read, and people are quitting their jobs left and right, or just aren't going to go back because they had a clearness. Their clarity improved as to what they really should be doing. And maybe that's you. And maybe you've dreamt of being a paralegal, but you've hesitated. So get out of your comfort zone and go for it. Learn all you can by watching the videos here, but also by doing some research online. Watch some of my recent videos and you'll get more information regarding research online, okay? So step number 1 is get my book, Legal Break-In. Now, if you're on Facebook, you can scroll down in the feed at Paralegal Coffee Talk and just look for that picture of the book. Take the Cover Letter Secrets class. And if you can, take the Paralegal Inner Circle class. For those on YouTube watching this, just go to the description box below and please, and you'll see all the links for that. And please like and subscribe. It helps other people find this compilation of so many videos on here that will help when deciding whether you want to go into the paralegal career or not, and also so many topics that will help you in your career. Now also, before I forget, come see me and connect with me on LinkedIn as well. That's a professional social media platform. Connect with me. It's under Leslie Williams, but I have the name Paralegal on LinkedIn. So you can just look for Leslie Williams and it'll say author, edupreneur, Paralegal Inner Circle class in the bio, so you'll see my face on there as your profile picture. So have a great day. Hope this was helpful to you. Any questions, comments, post in the comment area. Would love to hear from you. Have a great one. Talk to you next week. Bye.